For me, nature is one of the neatest things on this planet. How neat is that? That's pretty neat.
Hi everybody, it's John Holden with ColoRockCo.
Hello guys, it's Jovan, and you know what time it is? Disco time!
I'm happy to have you along, happy to finally bring you this video. We are here at the Sirius mine doing some barite mining. Picking it up off the ground and digging it up for you guys.
I don't come up with this stuff. I just forward it along. You wouldn't arrest a guy who's just delivering drugs from one guy to another.
If you want any of it, get some for free.
Are you serious?
Stop the cap!
Or you can buy some, if you want a lot, something special. ColoRockCo.com and Bookcliffsgems.com. While this isn't sponsored, it is still brought to you thanks to ColoRockCo. If it weren't for ColoRockCo, and if it weren't for the objective of selling it. Anyway, I hope you guys really appreciate this video.
Boring!
It's taken 7 months. A lot of filming. Sorry it's taking so long to get this to you. It's morphed a few different times and a few different kinds of videos, and it's a lot better now, I think, than it would have been had it been released originally.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
This video started out as one thing, changed to another thing, changed to another thing, now it's changed to another thing. This is probably the 6th or 7th iteration, and there's much more info that's been accumulated that will be provided to you, and you'll see so much more than originally anticipated. And wasn't really certain what to include or what to show. There's just so much that I wanted to show. Some pretty scenery, sunsets, flowers, rocks. Best of all 2023. Hopefully, with the 70 hours that have been filmed, be enough. Not sure when this is going to be coming out. Maybe February, but today's October. And a lot of what we'll see may have been filmed in March or April or May. If you want to see a lot more, you can already watch a lot more on Patreon. Soon you can be able to watch more at ColoRockCo.com/videos. But for now, you can go to GJ Recording. Go subscribe to him anyway, but you can see more barite mining there. Sure, he's coming out with more. He's in the middle of a 2nd season. Got a whole 1st season you could already binge out on. He's put a lot of work into his videos. And Rugged Rockhound, as if you could go watch his video. You'll learn a lot about barite out here too. His videos. But he has more education when it comes to geology. Well, more education, period. Knows what he's talking about a little better, a little more gooder. You want to come out? You can send a message. Yeah, if you want to come out, dig some for yourself. You'll want to bring safety glasses. You don't want to be out here when there's snow on the ground or right after it rains, because it is very muddy. And if you're out here when it rains, you could potentially encounter flash flood. So if it starts raining, you want to get out of here. You should use some common sense, and you should definitely bring some extra water and some extra food. But it even says on Mindat, quote, roads can be hazardous during rainfall. Many rockhounds stuck for days. And during the summer, temperatures can get extremely hot. But you guys can come out to the Bookcliffs and find some barite for yourself. Even though today we're at the Sirius mine, 3 miles north of the airport, you can find some barite east and west, and there are nodules out here that will be busted open in 1,000 years from now, perhaps. There's been mining taking place out here for easily 60 years already, and other than the gem market, not really sure what the barite crystals out here are used for, sold to. I mean, they're pretty. This is one of the few locations in the world where you can find clear barite crystals that are of this shape, especially. And while barite's a pretty common mineral, it's not usually this clear, but there's plenty to share, plenty for everybody. You can come out and walk around and find some on the ground, or do some digging for yourself. But when you're digging, be prepared or be expecting to dig up a scorpion. It's not as much a possibility as it is a matter of time. But they're not deadly. Supposedly. Ooh. That's crazy that we dug that up after not having dealt with it this whole time. You can perhaps stumble upon a milk snake or a gopher snake, king snake, plains snake. Quite a few snakes out here, surprisingly. And while a herpetological friend of mine claims there are no rattlesnakes out here, some claim there are rattlesnakes out here. I've never seen a rattlesnake, but I'd believe there could be some. I don't know if that's the same one. Almost stepped right on it. And so if you come out, don't just blindly walk up to these rock piles. There may or may not be something in it. There's a badger, Wolverine. I don't know what yeah, Wolverine. Saw a Wolverine over there. Had its hole in the middle of the road, and I was driving up to it, and it was trying to protect its hole. It was not one bit afraid or deterred due to the vehicle. I believe that was just after sunset. No, you can at least encounter those too. So if you see a big hole that could accommodate something the size of a raccoon, you should probably stay away from it. You may find a mountain lion out here, probably not. Coyotes, possibly wolves. Quite unlikely, but it's possible.
Without a doubt, coming out into nature is one of the neatest things there is to do. But you also have to be careful. That's why I always try to pack the heat. It's just a little bit, pack some heat. I don't want to kill the animal, but I do want to warn it and say, hey, I think you're pretty neat, but I respect your distance. There's bears out here. Be really careful, because if you see a bear, there's a chance it'll come up with its chompers and eat you in your head. There's mountain cougars and biting goats. How neat is that? That's pretty neat.
You can see antelope. Desert bighorn sheep out here.
I always get real excited at the opportunity to maybe see an antelope or a mountain beast. So what I do sometimes is I'll try to, shake things up a little bit, get the earth moving, and call out to them, Here we go. Up, up, up. Come on, girl. Nothing. Gee, dang it. I don't see any coming out right now, but I'm not giving up yet.
And you can come out in almost any vehicle, or walk, bike, dirt bike. Four-wheeler, side-by-sides, they get better access than those in vehicles. But if you walk and get far away from the road, you get the best. 25 road, you can drive two-wheel drive vehicle, car, down this pretty well-maintained dirt road. It goes right up to nodules, and you can just jump right out of your car and pick up crystals. You don't have to dig. There's so many nodules over there. You could go out 21 road or 27 1/4 road here. You go right over there. That's not claimed. There's some barite right over there. Or 25 road. 21 and 25 road are perhaps the two best locations to go. 21 road, there may be less than 25 road, but it's flatter over at 21 road, so you won't need to do so much walking up and down hills. 25 road, there are a few different places you can go, and some of it's kind of flat. Anyway, in this video, We'll show you how to tell the difference between barite and calcite, where and how to find barite, what to look for, where to dig, where to walk, and most importantly, challenging the experts to answer some questions that have gone unanswered. I'm also curious whether you can find witherite or barocalcite, pseudogalisite, arcanite, and vaderite. I believe there's vaderite or vaderite, however it's pronounced. I think it was German, so probably vaderite. Halite, celestite. You can find celestite out in Utah, right out over there. And glauberite too. Hocutulite, hocutolite, something.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
There's probably a pretty good mix of minerals in the transition between barium sulfate and calcium carbonate, but look down in the comments and potentially learn more together. In the rest of the video, we'll jump back in time, go dig in with the Rugged Rockhound and GJ recording. Tried to make it short, but evidently not good with that. However, there are chapters listed if you click right here, or you can jump ahead to which sections you'd like to watch, or you can just watch it all. But I appreciate those of you who do, appreciate those of you who subscribe, those of you who send a message with tips, educate, and those of you who love rocks are awesome because you make loving rocks so much fun. So thank you. Happy to have you along. A little bit cloudy with the Eclipse, pretty dark, much darker than a normal day. It's like 50 degrees. It's just beautiful. Nice and cool, enjoyable. Cool airplanes flying in the background, and hopefully you like it. If you want to see anything else or more of something else, leave a comment. If you like it, click that like button. Thank you to all those who subscribe. Thank you to all those who go to ColoRockCo.com and buy a rock. Thank you to those of you who help with ColoRockCo in various ways. Sending a t-shirt design, or allowing your music to be used, or contributing rocks. Clouds are so beautiful today. Such a beautiful day. Couldn't ask for a more beautiful day. This is just beyond perfect. I'm staring at a camera right now with such an unbelievable. I gotta share this with you guys. Look at that. I mean, up there is the silver lead layer.
Well, actually, that fact was proven wrong in 1940 by Dr. Samuel Beckington. How neat is that? Look out, Rod, it's tree poop.
The Palisade coal layer and the Mesa Verde sandstone. And in there you can find about 60 miles that way the Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus Rex. They found the Tyrannosaurus Rex like 30 meters above the Palisade coal layer, which is better visible, better exemplified right there. But you need to put this on your bucket list. Barite is pretty neat, and finding it's pretty fun. These clear crystals, they're addicting. Get outside. Go find some for yourself. Go for a nature walk. See what you can find. Ooh, you can even see that on camera. Look at that shine. We gotta see what that is. It's probably calcite. Might be barite. Either way, it's just a little bit. We are on the way out to the Bookcliffs. Find some barite. GJ recording. He texted me this morning and said he's out here. This is a beautiful, beautiful area. I think it might be that road. I guess we can find out soon. Alright, I think I know where we're going. But that doesn't sound too confident. Am I taking too long? Oh. How are you doing today?
So look at this guy right in here.
Oh wow. Oh, oh wow.
Yeah, so see, that's what I'm working on right now without trying to break it. There's actually a pair. There's one right next to it too, but I'm just digging the mud out.
That is.
So this is one of those cases where the mud's a pain because it doesn't just fall away like the dirt. But they'll roll over us here. But I've had
Your inspector. I was watching one of your videos this morning. Your inspector coming over to your hole and
making sure everything's safe.
he's checking out another potential mining site over there.
Don't step into this one.
Oh yeah, you're an employee of the month, huh?
Yeah, I was watching your I was cracking up watching the various places you were on. Because you're right. So many times I've driven to Delta, so it was like, okay, you're all over this hill, and you look up, and I was like, oh, he's at 32, and
yeah,
I know exactly where he's at. And then just a little ways up, you've done some dirt roads up there, which I always looked at and thought, someday I ought to go up that route, but I haven't been up any of those. But that was a good view of, what was it, Escalona Canyon, looking from where you were out. It was a nice view there.
There's
cool.
so much potential on Highway 50.
It's like finding crystals here. Okay, so there's one over here, there's one in the back.
Oh wow.
So I'm just
holy cow, that's a huge one.
That's what she said.
So that's probably calcites.
Wow.
But see how they're forming, so that's why they're called dragon, that's why they're stalactites. So that's got a big rock over the top of it. But yeah, it's just me just picking rocks out here.
That is one huge.
The whole trick is not to get excited and break them. And see, here I'm working on the piece of barite, and look what I'm finding. It's all over. So. And this was just a random hole I started, just for the heck of it. There's more of it. We had visitors yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Oh, little girl on a motorcycle and her dad driving around with a pickup truck behind him. I thought it was cute. Oh, wow. Did you see all this?
Yeah, that was the huge crystal I was talking about. That was, yeah. You think that's all calcite in there?
I think that's barite. Yeah, I don't know.
That is pretty heavy.
Yeah. So. Wow. Okay.
So yeah, I was watching it.
It's cool.
You said the calcite is birefringent, right?
Right.
It's the sunstone from.
You should see a light split if you can. It's hard because usually you have to look at little lettering or something to see it. But the clearer the piece, the easier it is to see. But the shape of that's almost like a little dragon tooth. I found some other ones yesterday that were barite. They were like. Oh. So, yeah, you start to get excited about pieces like that, but I found sometimes they're just a
veneer kind of?
Veneer over it. It was like, oh yeah, you work all day and get out. It was like an eighth of an inch thick. You're like, oh well. But you never know. That might be a big crystal that just isn't that clear.
Yeah, how would you even
So I guess I'm
notice that or think to start digging there?
I go back and show you the video. It was just a couple rocks on the surface that were pretty solid. Because I already been digging here and found lots of stuff. So I just started digging with the shovel. That's not the dirt I moved. Not that much, but maybe a yard. And started running into rock. So that's what we'll keep doing. We'll open this up because this is probably a big find. We're gonna have to approach it slowly. Siri, watch your phone. I worked on all that yesterday and didn't find anything. I went and scoured those runoffs and found lots of little chunks of barite. So they did pull barite out of there, and if you just go through all the, not so much in the rock, but right next to it, as you start digging around, you find little pieces of nice clear stuff. It's amazing how much is around once you learn to find it. Last year at this time, I didn't know what to look for. And this year, it's easy. I was picking up every piece of calcite in the world. Wow! That's what I want to ask the geologist. What is the brown? Why does it fluoresce orange? All this stuff fluoresces orange. Where was I digging yesterday? I was thinking that we ought to hit it with a, see if it's radioactive. Oh, it's some of these areas where you start running into the orange, and I ran into black, so it was all through here. So if you have that with you, you got to see if some of this overburden we've been digging.
It's probably in my car. I could go grab my tripod too.
But you're saying yellow cake won't show up yellow? Because I'm finding a layer of yellow stuff.
Yeah, carnotite's yellow. But yellow cake is the refined uranium ore.
So naturally, what does it look like?
Oh, there's at least 20 different colors of uranium.
This area had not been placer mined. So whatever they placer mined out over there, all that's been placer mined over there, but not in this area. So whatever they did is still here. So like you said, there was a black layer and there's a yellow layer, and there's various stuff that's not normal for me to find.
Yellow is not always necessarily, especially out here, yellow is probably sulfur.
That could be, yeah.
But,
interesting. Yeah, I should probably go study uranium and see what it lives with this.
oh, there's...
That's basically different town. Oh man, that looks like barite. Oh. It's large, whatever it is.
From you breathing in and out of my Oh, Siri, you got somebody living.
Oh yeah, we're working on something at the moment.
Yeah?
Oh, cool. Fun stuff. All right, well, we'll leave you to it and leave you alone.
Good luck. Have fun.
Siri, stay here.
Siri! Oh, they're too far away, evidently.
From you breathing in and out of my
You see how big this thing's coming in?
Holy cow.
We're up in this range.
That's all crystal?
Yeah, all the way over to here.
Holy
That's
cow.
all orange. So everything imaginable here. But Siri,
Really? Gotta inspect your work. I thought you said you never dug the coolest holes. They were always hard and jagged.
that one you think is comfortable. It's got nice
Got
and cool.
dirt in here.
Yeah, it's nice and cool. Yeah. John knows
All
how
right,
to dig a hole right. Yeah, John knows how to dig one. Oh, see, there's crystal showing up here. So heavy, very. Hey, when I'm bored, some of those are much better than turning on the TV these days. So
I'd agree.
I'd much rather, even if none of us know what we're talking about, I don't care. We'll learn together. I didn't know anything last year. Guys, I love how this stuff breaks up. But this is ideal for finding some of the crystals. It's interesting rock.
Without having to
Big
invest
old
your
chunks of
time into
calcite.
it.
Go have fun with it. I'm having a
Fill a
gas.
bucket and see.
Yeah. So that kind of stuff you can do too. And I got lots of it. Okay, dog, you're in my way. I thought I saw something shiny there.
Maybe the shale from the shovel.
Yeah, oh, it's just
However,
a shovel.
there's something shiny I saw somewhere.
I know, now you gotta be careful. This is old right
Oh, right here.
kind of material. Yeah. I pulled a piece out of yesterday that just about went through my glove in my hand. It was so sharp.
Really?
I could feel it poking my finger. I picked it up. I was like, wow, it didn't go through the material, but it's sharp. Oh, that's all right. See, a little bit of calcite here. Get this guy out of here. Frank run in and get another crystal. Oh, this turned into a big hole. That's funny how that's a mistake I make when buying the people on Etsy. They show you, oh, this crystal's this big.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This crystal's this big.
No, that's
Why they showed you one this big, I have no idea, but that's not what they're selling.
That's exactly why I started videos.
But if you think about it, what are we digging into? It's a giant ball. So maybe that's what it's referring to. Then the guys that said that the size of cars, I think they're referring to size. Keep in mind there's a really...
Oh, so we're digging into the windshield right now.
There's a big crystal under here we got to be careful about as you get moving that thing. Yeah, let's try to move it. Big crystals right under there. Okay, we went up. That's good. Get him. Hi, doggy. Oh, he's attached to the rock really well. Siri. Oh, look, there's part of my crystal that broke. Oh, there we go. What over here?
Just a calcite layer?
I think that's a calcite layer, yeah.
That is...
That looks like just a dragon tooth,
cool.
doesn't it? Yeah. I think it's just a dragon tooth formation.
Yeah, I'm sure if you had one of those XRF guns, there'd be some stronger than that, probably.
Oh, wow. But yeah, our whole thing was like, the whole point about science is that nothing's guaranteed. Look at that piece of barite. That is gorgeous.
No kidding.
But yeah, always keep open mind. That was my whole point about looking at the dragon teeth. Is that I could be wrong, I was wrong. So that we proved it, you know, you just gotta keep checking.
Oops, sorry.
Oh man, there's another one right there. Those are big pieces of barite. That's a dragon tooth. Take that with you. Oh, give me some of the stuff. That feels like barite.
Oh wow. And it looks like barite.
Sitting on top of this one, I fell in love with this one. Look, I can see down into this crystal. I just love that.
Oh yeah, wow.
So we're gonna have to dig all this out and try to come in underneath it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there you go. Here comes another one. Another big one down in here, but as soon as you get out here.
I realized filming your rocks, they were more of a challenge than any other rock I've filmed thus far.
So most people are like, I wish I could show you how beautiful this rock is, but I can't capture it on film. I was like, boy, do I understand that. You do a good job, but it's hard to show.
It took me like 10 minutes of each rock to get 1 minute.
Because it's like when you reflect the light just right, it's like there's nothing like this.
That is just an insane.
This is the kind of stuff you don't want to leave at the end of the day and you hope it's here tomorrow when you come back.
Oh wow.
I know those are just natural, but it's just like, boy, it sure looks like something.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a stalactite.
Yeah. But yeah, the fossil look. I see these weird patterns and stuff. I know they're not fossils, just how it happened to fracture, but it was like, boy, it's fascinating. Crystal Palace. Right here. The acid bath is the quickest way to tell. You need to, Siri, don't step on all those crystals, you idiot.
Oh, oh.
Here, have a bag.
Oh, I brought my bucket. Yeah, but
dogs are scattering everywhere.
That's okay. I get
You got a bag?
No, thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right, dog. Come on, get you some water. I'll go and get this guy out, but I don't want to rush it. There's probably more barite back in there too.
That is an enormous crystal right there.
That's all you do is get some good video.
I really hope I can. Yeah, I hope I am, because
They show up better than I thought when I'm out here. Because one time I put shade over them because I couldn't see them out in the sun, but they actually came out pretty good in the sun. Yeah, I bet that's gonna be a 300 or 400 carat. I don't know.
Oh, easily.
I can just be glorious tomorrow. And it turns out it's nothing but day. At least all night I get to dream about how glorious a crystal is going to be. But I better call it for the day. Or mess up something. I think, or at least get down into here, but I'm running into more and more crystal as I go. So I think that center of the egg might have a lot of crystal in it. So it's just going to be slow going. But we gotta get this to release up here without putting pressure on the crystal. And that might mean just moving some of this stuff. But you know, as soon as I start doing that, I'm gonna find more crystal back in there. I forgot about that.
Did you want to like try to get this one out and then this one and then that one?
I don't know. I keep getting distracted by that kind of stuff. So. Yeah, and don't bury your other crystals. You wonder where they went. I've done that. But most of that shale seems to be pre-broken. It does wiggle out of there. It can break pretty easily. But yeah, look at this gap. I don't know if you can see down in here, but there's going to be stuff back in there. That is an amazing gap. That's usually what we're looking for, to find stuff that is up in the corners and things like that. We're finding big barite crystals.
Those are big.
That's what I'm saying. My theory was the vents go to the center of the earth. They don't come to the top but from nowhere. So these vents got to keep going down, right?
Yeah, you'd think. Ooh. I think I might have just hit another crystal here.
Likely you're just going to run into another crystal down there, which is going to make you getting it out even harder.
Yeah.
And you have to dig out underneath that one then. I gave up on this hole yesterday. That's calcite. There's a nice crystal right in through here. Look, you see all that?
Mm-hmm.
There's a crystal attached to the bottom of that guy. But a lot of times it's just that thin stuff. You never know. I'll find a big chunky barite crystal right with it. Stuff is just amazing. Get out of there. Oh, boy. So that's all big crystal right here. Yeah, so it's the same problem here. There's another big crystal right in there looking down into it. We gotta go down underneath that guy. This is what makes coming up here fun.
Oh yeah.
There's been a gas digging this stuff up. It's treasure finding. You can't beat that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. I was saying, yeah, he's the mine inspector, as you had said. And then I said, I bet he's actually the boss. When he says to go home, it's probably time to go home.
Yeah, he says I'm hungry. Go get me some food or I'm going to go hunt something down. You'll be sorry. Man, look at this pocket you just opened. I'm looking for the square guys, but I don't see any. Goes to show us terminated points are rare. We don't see many of them. We see lots of other stuff. Not the point.
Ooh. Looks like there's another one. Maybe.
Yeah, there's a big crystal. It extends over here.
Yeah,
he's probably the same. He's probably the same crystal as this is. It's loose. If they're loose, that means they've already been pre-fractured, so we're just trying to get them intact. Oh, you may have gotten it loose.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you gotta be careful. I think I've almost had it. Yes, feel that puppy. I'm gonna wash him off.
Holy cow. That's like 300 grams, let alone 300 carats.
Yeah, that's right, about 300 grams.
Oh, wow. That is such a cool rock. Yeah, this is undeniably barite. Like the
Yeah,
the
there you
newbie
go.
would come out. That's what we're looking for.
Here's a point.
That is just insane. I love the brown right there.
Yeah, as it starts to transition the color, but yeah, beautiful piece.
No kidding.
I guess I hate to ever put it in the rocks.
Yeah, that'd go in my pocket if it fit. That's quite heavy.
First day I
That's
came up
gotta
here,
be.
anything to collect with. My pockets are bulging. It's like, okay, I gotta have something to pick this stuff up with. That's calcite. There's just all sorts of stuff in here now. The other thing I've noticed with those dragon teeth is they don't seem to effervesce as readily as a square, blocky piece of calcite. I don't know if it's just another material, like something in between, or does that suggest we don't have as much surface area? I don't know. But
That's a good point.
But
I'd
that's
say both.
something else. They don't. This heavier stuff doesn't seem to effervesce as quickly as normal calcite, which would say maybe we're dealing with something else, like celestine. But I can't find any calcite or celestine or anything that looks like what we're pulling out of here.
Yeah, other than the two screenshots I sent you from Arkenstone, I've never seen celestite that's clear. Now I totally get what you were saying about the cracks and the crevices, like that crystal just growing right there.
Yeah, just filling in the crevice. And these are just too big of a crevice to fill in, so they get partial. There's a crystal right above it that's loose here. That all looks like barite going up that crack. All through there, that stepping. Looks like barite. So what I do when I see that is I make sure I hit away. And it's still shaking that whole thing, unfortunately. I'm trying to avoid that. Ow. That's so sharp. No, that's not what I wanted. It's gorgeously beautiful, but clear, but it's not very thick, so I can do a lot with it. Basins, this thing seems to be going to break into something. There's one fracture in there, but there's that. It isn't fractured very much. Yeah, the what did I read about where I'm getting the prismatic effect is caused by imperfections. What I think he meant was, I was thinking it was other materials, but I think he meant, like in this case, it mirrored, it created the prism inside that crystal, and the ones that actually are prisms. Oh, I get such a nice spectrum coming out of them. They're really cool. The clear calcites, I think, are exciting for that reason because they're so neat in the sun. The more imperfections are actually better. They look pretty. I don't know if you saw my last video. It was a piece of calcite that was about, I don't know, 3 inches across and a nice barite crystal growing out of it. You find those occasionally. There should be more barite back in here, but it's all fractured. Ooh. And I got more hollow ground underneath me. Hopefully they didn't break into a giant cavern and fall into it.
I think this might be.
Looks like a point working on it. Oh, it's solid. That's when you hate to hammer into it accidentally, because you find stuff like that just digging into it. By now, one of those shade things. My dog seems to enjoy having shade at the top of the hill like that. I probably have 10 bags of calcite and mixed in barite to process. I'm so way behind. I've found so much in this hole. I'm actually running out of collection bags. I have so many full at the house right now. To do a 30-minute video out of 1,000 hours of stuff you can pick from is always wonderful. Nobody wants to see us just digging and finding stuff. They want to see us find things. All the holes I dug and didn't get anything out of, none of those made it to video. Just boring. I didn't hear your text come in this morning from one of the others.
Oh,
I was not digging very much, just looking to figure out where to set the markers and everything. So. I better call it a day before I fall. It's amazing, yeah. You start over there, we didn't even know there's crystals over there, and I spent the entire afternoon.
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, just like, oh, that hole. It's hollow here, it's hollow here, and it's hollow under there. There's got to be a lot more coming. Yeah, my brother traced our lineage back to Rhode Island in the early or mid 1700s. We even founded a town in Rhode Island. It's probably the prettiest find all day.
Really?
I think so. I found some bigger stuff, but that was just gorgeous point. That's really cool.
That's the one I threw in my pocket. Doesn't compare though, yeah.
Yeah, to get these points like that, haven't been destroyed yet.
It's so clear.
Plus the eldest. This is what I mean. I've never seen this white stuff like this. It's talcum. I mean, it's talcum powder. It's so fine. I don't know what talc is, but I assume it's calcite of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Almost all those are.
I think it is calcium carbonate.
Yeah. Good lizard meat.
Yeah, but I really hope some entomologist watches this sometime eventually. It's like, oh yeah, that's a blah blah blah, and that's a blah blah blah.
I call those bait.
Look at the jumpers on that thing. Is that a leaf cutter ant? Is it taking that leaf back to its fungus? Oh, there's another one, more organic.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Look what we've got here. These are ants. More specifically, black mountain ants. A lot of ants are worker ants. You can tell they're working because they lift things that are real heavy. Ants will work all day to put together the inside of their kingdom. And then at the end of the day, they'll relax and celebrate, ant style.
If you follow the rainbow, you'll find some gold, right? You can find these big old calcite crystals, milky white. I have a theory though, if any of you geologists may be watching, I have a theory that this is calcite, but strontium may have replaced the calcium, and barium may have replaced the strontium, and some of these radium may have replaced the barium. So if you're picking up calcite crystal, how do you know there's no radium in it? Or no barium or strontium? This is a big ol'. It's kind of hard to capture their true beauty. These are one of the hardest crystals to film, I've recently realized. As clear as they are. Ooh, this is. That looks just like his dragon teeth. Ooh. So many. Just filming for hours, picking up rocks off the ground. You see the barite? Ooh.
Oh my God. Let me show you what I got. This beat is so hot. Oh my God.
Is that bullshit?
I think not. Let me show you what I got. This beat is so hot.
Hey, yo, who made it?
I think God.
Those seem to be calcite. Oops.
Oh my
I'm not barite. But this one's definitely barite.
Oh, shit, man.
Oh my God. Let me show you what I got. This beat is so hot.
Oh, that'll be given away. Go to ColoRockCo.com/giveaway.
Is that
Go in my
bullshit?
pocket so they don't break. Hopefully.
Let me show you what I got. This beat is so hot.
Hey, yo, who made it?
I think God. Oh my.
Barite gets its name from the Greek word baris, which meant heavy. So when you're walking in these ravines, the water will wash the barite, being heavy, down, just like gold. All the same tricks for finding gold apply for finding barite. Only barite's a little more abundant. If you go on to Mindat, it'll say that barite and calcite concretions can be found out in the Bookcliffs ranging from a 1/2 inch to 6 feet, with some concretions in a linear configuration up to the size of a sedan or a saloon. F.A. Kajori in 1976 and B. Muntian in 95 and E.B. Eckel in 97 wrote about the minerals in the Bookcliffs and around this region, and they described there being out here anchorite, which is iron-bearing dolomite, that rock we've seen, barite, calcite, dolomite, gypsum, variety selenite. There's a couple different varieties, it's not important though. Quartz. Quartz is something I personally have yet to find. However, there's one picture on Mindat, not quite like this crystal, but somewhat like this crystal, where it kind of has a slight dusting of white, and they say that is a quartz intrusion. No idea if that's true or not. Quartz also can be present with barite, and if quartz is present with barite, sometimes also precious metals can be found along with them, and that would be something cool to find. There's a video by the Geo Girl. It'll be linked right right up here. Geo Girl, she explains how gemstones are formed. And there was a comment a while back asking how to explain how gemstones or crystals are formed. And a lot of research has been put into that, and I've been wanting to potentially answer that question in this video. However, she does such a better job, so much of a better job. She knows what she's talking about. So go watch that video after you're done with this one. It'll also be linked in the description, so you don't need to worry about watching it right now. You can also get a bag of pay dirt if you'd like, sent to you. Unsearched pay dirt, who knows? It'd just be a bag of this. And in addition to that, I'd definitely throw in at least 1 or 2 good crystals as well. 2 crystals valued at more than $40 for the pay dirt. Yeah, $40 sounds like a good price. I just made that up. If you want some for less or you want some for more, you can also send a message, bulk discount. You can get a big 50-pound bag of this if you'd like for however much. Yeah, send a message if you're interested. But the pay dirt, that way you can search it for yourself as well and potentially find something really cool. Oh, yeah. So if you want anything, any barite, just send a message. This is, holy cow. Holy cow. Holy cow. That is just crazy. Wow. This has got to be one of the best ones found yet. Personally. Holy cow. These were all just hanging straight down. So, did these grow as a precipitation? Or like a stalagmite? Like on the top of the cave, they were just growing upside down? Wow. That is just so crazy. Holy cow. I am so glad we found that together. Look at that thing. That is so crazy. Hopefully that won't be broken for the rest of the trip. Maybe you need to call it a day after something like that. Take that home safely. The Rugged Rockhound brought out a jar, like a bottle that used to be those, maybe, I don't know, peanut butter pretzels in a square bottle. And he had a bunch of toilet paper in that bottle. And he'd wrap each really nice piece up with some toilet paper, and that was pretty brilliant as well. Holy cow. Holy cow. Holy cow. That is just so crazy. Oh. That, oh wow. You could see the impression those crystals made on this. Epimorph, I believe, means that it formed on the top of. Is this an endomorph? It formed on the underside of? No, that is an epimorph. That was on top, wasn't it? My bad. Yeah, that was right there. But holy cow. Look at how exciting this pocket now seems. There's clear. This is just insanely clear. Oh man. Those really nice ones are right there. But we have another nice one, really nice one, right there. Oh man. How do you not just throw the table up in the air in frustration? Like, I'm done with this puzzle. So as you can see, it clearly takes a while to reverse engineer and pull out these puzzle pieces without breaking anything. And it is quite fun and quite challenging, but yet quite time consuming. And we're not gonna finish this tonight. And this may be in the next one if you'd like to see more. But we're gonna jump ahead back into the past, and we'll be mining with the rugged rockhound right here and rockhounding right over there. Rockhounding around the mine. You'll learn some more, but thank you all for watching. The best is obviously at the end, so stick around for that, but it's not like you show a video of this length and have all the best parts right at the beginning and then the rest of it's just like, what's the purpose for it even at that point? What's the purpose for any of this? What do you guys want to see?
We want chemical warfare, piles of cash, and an exploding head on a turtle.
What do you guys like seeing? What do you want to see more of? Leave your comment down below. You can see some shimmering, glittery, shiny ground thanks to the sun. On Mindat, what they call it. They called this a discus-shaped calcite crystal, but GJ Recording calls them dragon teeth. I think that's more fitting. There's dog tooth calcite. Why can't that be dog tooth or dragon teeth calcite? Cool flower. That is hopefully try to identify that later. This isn't botany doesn't pay, but crime does. But still, there's some cool plants that you can't help but walk by. Take a moment to enjoy and appreciate. has that smell-o-vision.
Such different structure to something that follows the same crystal system. So yeah, there's 6 crystal systems, and all minerals that we know of so far fall under those. So quartz falls under the hexagonal crystal system. The calcite falls under also hexagonal. So if you get a nice crystal of it complete, you'll find that it has 6 sides to it. Barite is orthorhombic, so it has 4 crystal faces to it. It looks like topaz. It's the same crystal system as topaz. So if you see a nice topaz crystal and a nice barite crystal and compare, you'll see they'll be in the same crystal system. But depending on how it formed, once again, you could have a long skinny one, or you could have a really short flat one, which is why these ones are a little unusual, because a lot of barites like to be the short flat variety, and these ones like to be the long thin variety. So that's what's unusual about these, not to mention how clear they are. Barite quite commonly is white, and you can't see through it. So it's unusual to have it this clear.
I was told this is the only place in the world has clear, but somebody out of China looks like they have.
No, it's not the only place, but it's one of rare. It's few. There's not many places where it's this clear.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to bust into this. It's hard.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find a way of not having to bust into it, but I think I'm gonna have no choice here. I'm gonna choose.
Okay, so this is the spot where I've got the barite that I'm trying to get into. It's really hard, so I'm taking my time. But we found below us an extension of this one, a nice big section of it. Been pulling out tons of quartz. Look at the thickness of the quartz. Thank you for. We've actually been talking about quartz for the last little bit, so it's on my mind. But yes, calcite. So pulling out tons and tons of calcite. We've been going through all of this.
All these Herkimer
no
diamonds.
Barite yet. So just tons of thick calcite. So just remember, when you come out in this area, this will be very common, where you'll dig and dig and dig and find tons of calcite. And then all of a sudden you'll finally hit some barite. True. Anyway, so this is a pocket of barite right here. We've already confirmed that. So I'm trying to carefully get this out. We'll hopefully get that out soon. The whole thing's loose now, so we'll pry this up. Let's see what we got. Well, looks like it was a very thick vein of barite. Doesn't look like we got any terminated crystals. Looks like, unfortunately, we didn't get any terminated crystals in there. No, that's unfortunate.
Signs.
Yes.
Not finding any crystals.
There might be more in here. Alright, so I opened up a pocket that was pretty much solid barite. No good clear crystals, nothing fully terminated, but good evidence, because where there's some, there's usually more. This was really hard, and this is all the barite we found, was that map.
We're gonna take a break from digging and do some hiking. There's really good potential out along here. There being nicely exposed through there. So we're gonna just walk around and see if we can find something on the ground or dig into something and find it.
Some of these that get on the soft dirt slopes, they get buried. I found a few things on the slope on the far side of it.
Same here.
Yeah, that's the other thing I found. Is they find big calcite, but that milky stuff I'm not finding the barites with. At least I have.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I say. Did you see it, Connor, right there? No, I didn't notice that. There you go. Well, I was hoping to have a big old crystal ready to be exposed, but I haven't found any on it. So I keep going back to the GPR to locate stuff for me. Let's say that one that was like the size of a fist. And all the little points, by the time I got home, most of the little points were gone. Like,
I've been wrapping them up in like shirts and stuffing the shirts in my backpacks.
yeah.
I think no matter what you do, if they want to break, they're going to break.
They're gonna break, yeah.
Looks like it's all just calcite. That piece isn't though. Elevation-wise, we're way below where we were digging.
Yay! Our first complete barite crystal terminated. Want to see it?
Oh wow, that's a good find.
And look at all this nice bladed calcite too. These are crystals, actual crystals of calcite. And this has calcite on it, this has calcite. So I'm going to be taking these back because they might have barite on it.
Yeah, especially for crystals like that, definitely.
But yeah, that's definitely barite right there.
I always hope to open up to a cavern I can walk into.
Wouldn't that be something? I have heard about people pulling out crystals here that are longer than their arm, way back.
Yeah.
I could easily have more barite on some of these pieces of dirty, and that's exciting. Look at that pocket coming out. Oh, there's a piece coming out. What's on this? I'm excited. Those pieces have probably barite on them. And
I'm excited to see those in the video when you get home cleaned up.
yeah, they're gonna look so nice once they're cleaned up.
I hate digging where other people have dug because you just don't know if there's anything left.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, I like it. I missed a lot.
People miss a lot. Well, like when we were finding big crystals, we weren't worried about the little ones. And I went back later and picked up a lot of them. And I was like, yeah. Oh, that's only 10 grams. Yeah, over the shoulder. Not when you're finding 600-gram ones, then you're not worried about the 10 grams.
I like the brown barite.
The clear brown is really pretty.
Mm-hmm. Like smoky quartz, but
yeah.
Root beer barite.
Well, there you go. It's a brown barite there. I'm trying to decide if I just want to go back and then call it a day too.
We had a good day, but
It's been pretty good. And
I didn't find the multi-million-dollar crystal to show off.
Well, let's keep going then.
The other place I found barite was in the stream beds after the rain showers.
yeah.
Well, the other thing is, I find sites like this with the ant piles, you don't want to dig here. The last thing we do is piss them out.
Just walking around doing some surface collecting. Sounds like he found something. Ah, a big chunk of barite. Look at that. Yeah, it's not crystal, you know, it's crystal, but it's a big chunk.
You gotta know there's more around. It's gotta be like Siri's favorite day. 3 rockhounds to follow. Who do I chase after? Who's finding the best rocks?
Ooh, these are different colors. Look at the orange and the purple.
Oh gosh.
That's not a good cut. That's a bad cut right there. Sides but terminated.
150 grams, maybe 200.
That's
not bad.
Well,
They're waiting for the. Yeah, it's really nice.
Hang on to that. I got 2 or 3 of those already. Out of that chunk, that's what I was saying.
Okay, let me grab the rest of it out. Okay, never mind. I thought there were some more pieces that fell down, but they were just different. It is different, yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's all right. I'll tell her. I'm like, don't worry. I cut my head. Fortunately, one of the other guys out there was an EMT. So he just looked, make sure.
Said I didn't need stitches.
Said, you're not gonna die. Go back to work.
Yeah. He's a hard ass. I don't know if I want to work with him anymore. Never know there was crystals there. Getting down from there was a whole lot faster than getting up. What a good view that was. Found some right there. Some crystals scattered along that little line. Some right down there. Get out and explore. If you find one of these concretions where somebody's obviously dug, a great place to check are the rocks right there, and especially these plants. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. They're coming soon. We're already now going to be is Barite hearts in the shop. You can purchase any chunk of barite, and you can use a file and sandpaper or a lapidary saw. You can get a lapidary saw for 10% off with a code ColoRockCo at High Tech Diamond. Link in the description. But you just need a file and sandpaper, patience. These two are insane. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. That's possibly one of the heaviest chunks I've pulled up. Holy cow.
Wow.
This is one big barite crystal. Coming home with one of you guys. ColoRockCo.com/giveaway. If it makes it home safely. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Sometimes they've already fallen apart and they're just waiting for you to pick them up. Holy cow. No way. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Wow. Holy cow. I wasn't sure whether to bring you Barite and Bookcliffs video as was originally edited and created and lost, to bring you a shorter one of the first of many episodes, or wasn't sure whether to make one complete solid one and possibly leave it at that. But leave your opinions in the comments down below, please. They're very much appreciated. However, I've been waiting for a while to just figure out what to bring you, how to do it right, how to make it as it should be made, as it deserved. And it took a while to find some like these on camera, and it feels a little more complete now. And I can't wait to show you these right here after they've been washed off, available to be given away. Oh. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. That is, oh man. Oh, gosh. Oh, let's go in the backpack for sure. Holy cow. That feels like it is all barite. That is just crazy. Rich was smart enough to realize that it seems as though the barite is found slightly above that horizontal layer. There's a pretty solid horizontal layer that's found. There's some nodules, and you'll be able to see those nodules on the tops of the hills above the flat layer. Find that flat layer and just look straight above it, just slightly above it. Something like 10 meters, 30 feet, somewhere in there. And usually those concretions are harder and erode more slowly than the dirt around them. So there's a concretion right there. There's a concretion right there, and there's more than likely some barite in those. And you'll find barite at the top of those hills, and on the top of those hills. And it doesn't really appear as though there's many more hills between there, beyond Palisade, of that same elevation. But then you can find some barite in some of these same looking nodules as far southeast as Delta. And then there are some of those concretions that are higher up. Those are up north of Skinny Ridge there. That's the name of that hill. If you've ever dirt biked out here, four-wheeled, you know what's up. But that's probably the Palisade coal layer too. There's a lot of coal mining that had been done and a lot of uranium mining that's been done out here. So be sure not to pick up any radioactive rocks. Such a beautiful day. We were just filming right up there, and you can see a concretion right there, and right there, over there. Guessing There's something in them. There's a reason why there's so many down here, but I haven't seen any crystals yet. No calcite, no barite, even no dolomite. It sure is beautiful. And we seem to be, there are 2 lines there. You can see 2 lines. That's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. They're both slanted a little bit, and you can see some rocks over there and over there and right here. Is that broken glass? Check these for crystals, and the concretion has some. You'll see them. Where there's some, there's more. That concretion, that layer, that line across the horizon is just like a 1 foot tall. Third of a meter, whatever. Layer of rock. Just solid rock. That's some sandstone, shale. Sandy shale, probably. I'm not sure. Whatever. Somebody in the comments has to know. But sometimes, very rarely, it seems as though you may be able to find some crystals associated with it. But for the most part, it's devoid. However, it looks almost identical to the same kinds of concretions that you'll look for further up. Some concretions that we haven't yet checked. Probably some awesome barite over there. It's so far from the road. I was hoping to get higher before the sunset, but I love the glow off of the Bookcliffs. There's only maybe 5-10 minutes tops when they're pinkish orange. Especially when the sky's dark or purple. So they're just gorgeous. Another reason to come right around sunset, besides that it's just so beautiful, is that the sun, you can catch it glistening off of the ground with all the crystals. And then once it gets dark, you can bring out your flashlight and the same thing will happen. Woo, look at all those crystals over there. After you get up high enough, you'll find these concretions. And they'll have crystals rotting out of them. And being this far away from the road, doesn't seem so. This one's definitely been mined a little. Someone dug that out. There's their waste rock. And when you find that, you can usually find a pretty good crystal too. That's impressive. Either they didn't see it at the time, it was covered in dirt, or attached to a rock they didn't notice, or it was too cloudy and they didn't want it. And when they dig, check right next to where they dig, and definitely below where they dig, in the plants, in the rocks, You can also get your hammer and pull those rocks out, go through them a little bit, mix them up. But this would probably be a $90 crystal. But since we're not on the claimed mine, this cannot be sold. So it's coming home with one of you guys. Go to ColoRockCo.com/giveaway. Morning, everybody. Or hello, good afternoon, good night, having a good night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I am happy to have you along for this moment. It is approximately 10 in the morning, and you never know with as dark as it is outside, but there's an eclipse going on. And in addition to that, maybe 3 miles that way, right past that eagle.
What we have right up there is a bird. You have to be really quiet to not alarm the bird, because a lot of times alarmed birds will fly away.
Is the airport. And here in about 20 minutes, they're gonna start flying for an air show. The main attraction is 4 hours from now. The Blue Angels will be flying right above. This video's gonna have it all. Thought we'd come and mine in the meantime. I'm not sure where to start mining. Looks good everywhere. We dug there, dug there, dug there, dug over there, dug over there, and there. Maybe in here. Why not? A lot of people out here today, and that eagle's just wondering why. It would be entertaining to see a whole bunch of another animal coordinating like this. Like all the eagles are planning an air show, and all of a sudden there are just 500 eagles. You don't really know why. This is his home. And we're just all out here playing around in it.
Be real quiet. Right up there, if you look real close, you can see a bird. Oh, wow, that's a beaut. Most birds can kill you with their beak. He's looking right at me. Just look at it exist. Birds will fly north, south. It's totally up to them. Gosh, what a beautiful bird. Wow. Gorgeous.
It's almost not a good day to come out. Being darker, the crystals aren't quite so obvious. But otherwise, it's a beautiful day. Happy to have you here.
Wow, what a beautiful day. Let's see what we can find.
Been curious too long to not have checked this out yet. Almost looks like you should be able to find some over here. Guess not. You can find something right over there. You can find something right over there. We're right in the middle of it. Right at the right elevation. thermometer on the car showed 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Not sure what that is. Something like 6 maybe. But looks like a beautiful day, and you'd think you could jump out of your car and run around and have the sun warm you up. But then you remember there's an eclipse going on, really blocking a lot of that heat, surprisingly. This eclipse must be ending. Still incredibly dark out here. Busier and busier with people. This is by far the rarest of all of these in that time looking, because of how clear it is. Although it's not completely, totally, perfectly clear, there's still parts of it that are water clear. But these are some of my other favorites that are just orthogonal with a termination. And yeah, if you want any barite though, there's plenty of it on the website, and you could get some for as little as $1. Like if you wanted this one for $1, go to ColoRockCo. If you wanted a handful like this, I don't know, I think it's $5, something like that. Not too expensive by any means. And this one's pretty cool too. Not totally clear, but pretty clear. Read on Mindat that the white inclusions within the clear crystal are kaolinite, which is a white clay. You could get kaolin for a furnace or make a fire brick with kaolinite, but that one too is got some crystal faces to it. Hopefully they're coming through. My cousin asked me how you get these out without them breaking. And some of them you don't. They do break no matter how well you try to protect them. And some barite is already broken and just waiting for you to touch it before it falls apart. And there's some barite that you can pound on and it won't crack at all. So it's hit or miss here and there. But you definitely don't want to intentionally subject it to thermal shock or drastic temperature changes, as that'll crack your crystal for sure, more than likely. And when you're washing them, when you get them home and you're washing them, you want to make sure to do so in water of a similar temperature as put it under hot or cold water. It'll also crack. Good stuff usually goes in a pocket or pocket in a bag. Backpacks have a lot of pockets. Just throw it somewhere safe. Rich pointed out that it seems as though find crystals more often than not associated with red rock. It would be iron-rich dolomite, but that is anchorite. as he's found typically associated with the barite. And the crystals will grow in the open cavities associated with the nodules. There's obviously a little crystal vein running right here and right up. We'll dig some more into that. Whoo! Oh man, those are good timing. Good finds. Where did those come from? Rich had said that he's found in his experience that it's the most difficult to come in on crystals from above, which makes sense. Maybe coming in on them from below would be the easiest and best for them, but they're fragile. And you feel bad after you break a good one. You can kind of see bluishness, but when you find a crystal, you can pick it up, and you can usually, after you kind of learn the difference between, you can kind of tell pretty easily with touch. And the way it feels. Barite can be much more smooth. You see that crystal face and how that's pretty much one solid face? The human finger can feel a difference of 15 nanometers. Rubbing your finger over the surface of it, you may not be able to see it, but you can feel 15 nanometers. And that crystal face is so smooth. Barite is so much heavier, it's shinier. The color, there's a bluishness to the barite, and you can find gray and brown barite. You can kind of find brown calcite at times, but those colors are colors you can learn to differentiate between calcite and barite, and you'll more often than not kind of find yellow and milky white calcite. And the clear calcite out here is almost as rare, if not more rare, than the clear barite. Most calcite out here is milky or yellowish or... One of the things the rugged rockhound taught was that he said he'll usually find his best crystals digging rather than walking. So far, I kind of have to agree with him on that. There are thousands and thousands of nodules out here, and you can visit most of them and find somebody's already dug. Although there are lifetimes of nodules out here, it's highly unlikely we'll ever see all of them cracked into and exposed and dug out. And more of them are growing and eroding out of the ground every day. The rugged rockhound also contributed a little bit to this video having been morphed, and I put out quite a few good videos on barite out here. He does a great job with his videos. He is partially responsible for this video having morphed because he did a good job, and I don't necessarily need to film a video doing the exact same thing he did all over again. However, he also contributed to us learning more about barite out here, and one of the biggest contributions he provided, though, or ultimately led to us realizing is that there's barite out here everywhere. Not necessarily everywhere. Do I mean everywhere, but if you're looking at a map, right, from over there to over there in a straight line everywhere. As you can see on the screenshot placed over the screen right now, you can find barite pretty much straight down that line from here on 29 Road as far west as 21 Road. The barite line goes that way. It seems also as though most barite is found right around 5,200 feet in elevation. Baculites are 400 feet higher in elevation. There's also been barite found in nodules that look identical to these, all the way up Highway 50 to Delta, and on the other side of Delta. And those over there, I believe, are around 5,800 where I found some. So it seems as though, with it being a straight line, there's an airplane, air show's starting. It may have been, I really want to know if any of you know how these formed, how these got here. Rich is thinking hydrothermal vents, which the ground we're standing on is Mancos Shale and formed 66 to 105 million years ago. The ocean was receding back and forth. Coastline is just right up there, right back there. You can find Tyrannosaurus and Triceratops fossils in the Mesa Verde, which is just one layer right above the Mancos. But this was a deep sea deposit. There was an ichthyosaur swimming around right here, baculites swimming around, ammonites, sharks, perhaps. There's shark teeth found between Grand Junction and Delta in the same kind of strata, and you can watch that video on this channel. But these, though, being in a straight line and being higher in elevation over on that side, perhaps even you can find some right at the base of Mount Garfield, but elevation does seem to tend to decrease that way. Perhaps we're in a hill right up there, and this was a river, and they consolidated in that river. Straight line. So far is just so strange, so weird. And one person had mentioned to us that there are 2 layers of barite, as Rich has pointed out. And as you'll see in this video, there's a solid layer, perhaps 20-30 feet below, 10 meters below where you'll find these concretions. And that layer, that's a solid line. It's just a linear, flat, it's just like this. It's almost like these nodules. Same kind of dirt and rock. But you can obviously tell that there was a time before these nodules ended up where they are, or formed where they are. Maybe 10,000 years, million years before, when is likely a sand desert, dunes, desert. Sandstone was forming, blown in, eroding down from the Uncompahgre, from the Rocky Mountains, ancestral Rocky Mountains. However, wherever the dirt was getting here, coming from, it accumulated, and then a million years later, these nodules accumulated. And not sure if these nodules are here first and then the crystals grew. Not sure if there was originally calcite in these nodules. Not sure whether somebody had mentioned that the barium present in the seawater at the time when these nodules were growing the crystals, the barium actually originated from excrement from the sea life living at that time. Never heard that one until the Gem Club came out and dug with us. The gentleman who told me that also found a clam fossil. We found some clamshell fossils, but only either in a creek or further up.
Okay.
But that is so cool that you found one in this layer.
Yeah, it's totally better to do it.
This Eclipse is pretty cool. It's a great day to be out, isn't it? I'm so happy to have you here.
Whew. Talk about a beaut. This is quite a day. Quite a day for nature, that is.
Ooh. Oh. These are undoubtedly my favorite.
Wow! Beautiful!
They're small, but I might be why they're my favorite. I don't know. Look at this one just laying on the ground. There we go.
Oh, wow, score! Look at this. This is
Barite.
You can tell that it's
Barite
because of the way it is. Wow.
You can tell that this is barite by the way it is. That's pretty neat.
I mean, it's all right. Like, overrated is, in my opinion. I mean,
so you wouldn't probably be able to tell just right off the bat, other than the luster, the shininess of it, or you get that glint. But these berets, wow, and this is the brown, you can tell. The rest of all of these crystals around here are calcite. You can tell some differences between the two, but ultimately though, the best and only way to really tell is hydrochloric acid. I'll throw that one in the pocket, but same with this one. You can also sometimes find barite in calcite, but the smoothness, barite can be so much more smooth than the calcite. This is one giveaway.
Hold me close till the sun.
did recordings, episodes. He's right over here, I think, or he's right over there. But you can see him, and he's just hammering away. And he's like, hey, oh, there's a crystal. Oh, there was a crystal. You should definitely go subscribe to his channel.
Just as I knew you would. Oh, it's you. It's you. Darling, ooh, there's some red. Miss you. To bring that fire.
But that's only part of the story.
Oh.
C-130 just casually taking off in the distance. It's supposed to be an A10 today too. Burp, burp. Sound of freedom. If only in the air so they could shoot too. Blanks, whatever.
What is that? That is what you get when you take a Florida man, hand him a lab coat and a bottomless defense budget, and you tell him you want him to build the scariest thing that flies since the Cretaceous period. I fire explosive Red Bull cans at 75 rounds a second. Shh, the T-90s can wait.
Bet you'll see it coming by in the background. Flying right over them. Oh, I might dip under the silhouette of Monument, but... What a beautiful day. So happy to have you guys here with me. Woo.
Like a page, and I can cry, and I can smile, but you can't try. You can try, you can try to fill my heart.
Oh man.
With your love. You can draw an elephant in snow. You can draw my soul.
That's pretty cool.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
All of this will be given away. If you want it, you go to ColoRockCo.com/giveaway.
You can fix this world. You will fix this world. You can.
Hope you can hear that. But they've obviously started.
one another.
Let me show you what I got. This beat is so hard. Oh my God.
Is that bullshit?
I think not. Let me show you what I got. This beat is so hard.
Hey, yo, who made it?
I think God.
come out and you do not find any barite, don't feel bad. It's easier to find barite once you know what to look for. And you can get some barite from ColoRockCo, a bunch, $5-10 bucks. Get a bottle or a jar, or a box of it. But it's a lot easier to know what you're looking for. And it's a lot easier if you buy some barite and have some with you when you're out here looking so that you know what to look for. But after you do know what you're looking for, or with some luck, or after watching this, coming to one of the locations provided in this video, hopefully you should be able to find some. But before I came out here, before I met Rich and before I knew what I was looking for, I collected a few years of calcite thinking it was barite. I didn't pick up one barite crystal prior to meeting Rich and prior to knowing what I was looking for. And since learning what barite looks like, how to find it, I found quite a bit. All of what you're looking at so far, however, has been calcite. These are barite. Most of these are barite. And I think probably if you're more interested in finding barite, the best method to go about finding some would be to get on a Google Maps, scout it out, find an area with a lot of concretions, like those referenced in this video, and go walk around those concretions. Check them all out. Walk up to all of them, and especially those which have been dug, and search all around them. Barite's heavy, so it'll get trapped in the rocks below the hole as it comes out of the hole. And any good ones left behind by those who dug the hole may be set around near the top or along the sides. But this was a mine nearly 50 years ago, and they may have been the ones who dug these holes. And since a crystal that might have been right there may have fallen down and eroded out, and they might not have seen it while they were digging the hole, and it just shows up in the last 50 years. If you check historical records, nearly all of the Bookcliffs were claimed at one point in time. Each one, it was a block 79, block 81, 82. There was something like 150, I want to say, blocks in total. And whoever filed all those claims may have been the same ones to have dug here and dug over there. But go to everywhere they've dug and see if you can spot something they left behind. If, however, you are more interested in finding, say, your own special museum quality piece, you're welcome to come out to the Sirius mine after sending a message. Don't just come out here and dig whenever you want of your own accord, volition, because not only is that stealing, but that's just wrong. Rich has filed a claim and given the BLM $400 now, and he's paid for the right, bought the right to dig here and remove the rocks from here and to sell the rocks from here. There's so much barite out here, you don't need to steal. Same goes with that other mine over there. Don't go to that other mine site either and start digging. Know before you go. If you want to find out where the mines are out here, you can click on the link in the description. But if you are more interested in finding your own special museum quality piece, best advice in that regard would perhaps be to go to any one concretion. Just take your pick. Maybe walk around until you find some good crystals on the surface. Whew, like that one. Just start digging in a place like here. which is what happened in this hole. Found a big crystal in that one. You know they wouldn't have left it behind. Found some nice crystals down in that concretion. A lot of good looking crystals in there to be pulled out, and quite a thick calcite vein. After the air show, it's kind of boring seeing an airplane now. Like, oh cool, look at that. If you want to watch more, go to DJ Recordings channel. It'll be linked in the description down below. You could check it out afterwards. I like the way he does it. He does a great job. He does episodes and seasons, and that's pretty smart because, as mentioned, there's 40-50 hours of video at least easily filmed out here, and it became overwhelming. Episodes in a season is smart, but for now, I'm thinking probably just one video, hour, 2 hours long, no more, definitely no more. Maybe once a year, at least for now. Best of all 2023. Whew. How did I miss all this?
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the f is that?
What's that? Yeah. Gotta have something for the blooper reel. This is wow. Whew, look at that barite crystal. Ammonites a little bit further. Oh, wow. Ooh. Wow. Oh, did I kill it?
That's not yours.
Hopefully your coffee was gone.
Thank you, Siri. Oh.
Woo! There it is. Yeah. Have you experienced an eclipse before you knew what an eclipse was? Or before the days of YouTube where NASA will tell you there's an eclipse live? It'd be pretty amazing to have experienced an eclipse like we did this morning, and then all of a sudden the sun's back out. George Carlin worshipped the sun.
But I don't pray to the sun.
It's still there. That's just like the show in the background. Yeah, if you'd like any barite, you can go to ColoRockCo.com/giveaway or ColoRockCo.com/barite or Bookcliffsgems.com or eBay. Etsy coming soon. But hope to see you soon for another video. No idea what it is. There's, gosh, 15 different videos filmed, about 8 terabytes of footage filmed. It's getting out of hand. Videos need to be edited and uploaded, but the weather's too good. I just want to keep filming. But if you know any more about any of this, please leave a comment down below. If you want to help out the channel, but you can't afford to go to Patreon or ColoRockCo and buy rock, but you shop on Amazon, doesn't cost you any extra money. Click on the Amazon link down below and buy whatever you'd buy on Amazon anyway. And everyone who does do that is very much appreciated. You don't have to buy the book. I'll link a book. You could go to that link and then search for whatever, and it'll still something like 5 or 10% or whatever of your purchase goes to help ColoRockCo. One last thing too is that if you're creative, go to the Google form link down in the description and upload a design, a t-shirt design or a hat design. If you want to see your art in the ColoRockCo shop, and if you want to make some potential residual income in the background for making some cool art, or if you just know how to use Midjourney really well and can come up with some cool things and think they'll sell, want to upload them, you can make all the profit from all the sales, all yours. Just want to populate, get more clothes, get more designs, share the love with everyone. Make this something we can all participate in. Besides the opportunity for you to bring home all these rocks, you can also make money with sales on shirts. Ooh, that's a nice one. Too cloudy, but getting too dark too to see. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for making the love of the rocks so much fun. If you'd like to see baculites that were found right over there, click on this video. If you want to see dinosaur bones that were found right out there, click on this video. If you want to subscribe because you're cool, click right there on that rock. And thank you all for staying till the end. You guys have a great rest of your day.